Hi, this is hopefully be a good video. I've had a real bad leak on my pool. It was had lots of trouble trying to find a leak. Took a while, but what I ended up finding was the leak was actually coming from my spa, around where the tile was. It was actually just seeping through there. You could see some of the, I've already chipped some of this out, but the surface really got ate away. I let my pH, I think, and cyanic acid probably get away. My pool treatment chemicals, I just didn't pay attention to them or know enough about them. I'm a new pool owner, and so that is definitely one thing. One tip is make sure you get your pool chemicals straight, really understand that chemistry, because what had happened on this after a lot of reading is with that pH high, it pulled out the calcium from the concrete, I guess. Now you had where a lot of these big surface areas are, I had just calcium just pulling it out, and I'd already cleaned it up on those rocks over there, but there was bleeding from the mortar and stuff, was a big old stalagmites or stalactites of calcium, and I had little spots of that all throughout the pool. And so I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. But my spa was a lot like this. It just really had worn down around these and really got bad, and so I'm gonna knock all these out on the pool also and just take them out and replaster that. But like I say, I found that the pool wasn't leaking. You know, I've got these bottom cleaning jets in here, so those are all leak points. My light is a leak point. Just had a bunch of places that I thought that the pool was leaking, but actually the pool held water really well. It was, all the leakage was coming from the spa. Here's some more of these areas that really thinned out around these step areas because of that. And here's some of that calcium buildup, and it was there was a lot of it inside the pool here. And so I'm gonna acid wash this real good to help neutralize that calcium. This is kind of what I read a little bit. Right now I'm getting ready to use some pool plaster to redo this. I've got some bond coat, some primer that after I've already cleaned this out, I'm going to acid wash it right now, because you can kind of see in here still, even though I power washed, I've got some of these little calcium spots. And what I've read is if I don't get those off and don't treat those, then they're just going to come through my other plaster that I'm putting on here. So I'm gonna try and get that all cleaned up, get my two-part epoxy or two-part bond coat it's used to bond the new plaster to the old plaster. And so I'm getting ready to do that. And like I say, I've chipped out here and got all these spots patched out. All right, so I finished acidizing the hot tub with the muric acid. Just made up a 50-50 solution. Used that scrub brush and gloves. Just got in here and it took it off pretty good. It cleaned it up. You can kind of see a little bit, but no more of the actual growth that was everywhere. So got that done. Washed it up with TSP after that. Rinsed it real well, cleaned it up good. So now we're going to get ready for putting the bonding agent down. just finished putting the bond coat on. Got a fan in there to help it dry. It looks like it's supposed to rain later tonight, but hopefully this will set up. It's drying pretty good right now. Took about maybe about an hour to do all this and get it all cleaned up. Wasn't too bad. It is work, but it's good work. All right, so I'm getting ready to apply the Sider-Crete repair to all these cracks in the pool, or all the bad spots. I just got done putting down the cider resin, the M50. Right now I coated all this. It says not to let it dry completely, give it 2 to 3 minutes. So I've got a timer set, or until it gets tacky. It's almost there. And like I said, I touched all this up, try not to get it run down. It said if it dries completely, then it has a hard time, then it won't stick either. So it's got to be just kind of tacky before you put the Sider-Crete repair down. And I mixed up about, it comes in a 55-pound bag. I mixed up about a quarter of it with a quart of water to get a pretty good consistency. And start spreading it here. They told me to make it about like mashed potatoes. That's probably fairly thick. They said you got about a 30 to 40 minute working time with it. So as soon as this gets a little bit tackier, if you get some that runs down the wall, just kind of get a sponge and kind of wipe it up. So that stuff doesn't sit on there. I just didn't want to make sure there was no puddles of that stuff. And I'm just going to start laying it in there. Alright, so getting started with the Sider-Crete. I poured 1 gallon of the bonding agent in. I'm putting 1 cup of clean water in because I'm doing this by myself. So thin it out just a little bit. It says you can add up to 1 cup. So I'm doing that. I'm going to add half a bag of the Sider-Crete. Or nothing here now. That's about how it is right there.
Can you see the consistency? Wow. it's pretty thin.
I've already misted this down. It's had just a light mist. There's nothing. Look at that. Is there another piece of cardboard up there, Beth? 3/4 inch nap or 1 inch nap from Lowe's. Dunk her in there. Let her rip.
Oh, that's a pretty color. It is a lot like our pool. Hey, don't make it a paint tray where you can, you know what I mean? Like rub it off on. You need one of those?
I got one.
Okay. Oh, you do.
You're only supposed to get about 65 square feet per bag. And so this tells me, I know this is way more than 65 square feet. So put it on 2 fields. So I'm gonna try and come back over this.
Alright, so we got the first coat on. Oh my god. So it took way longer than I thought. It took 5 hours to roll it on with my wife helping me. Thank God she was there to help. Definitely do not do this by yourself. Adding the extra cup of water to the mix thinned it out enough. When I tried doing just no water, just the bonding agent that comes with it, and it just dried up too fast for us to work on. You know, working time just was too fast. So that extra cup of water per batch is definitely helpful. It's definitely hard work. Tomorrow hopefully we'll be able to get last coat on it and be done. All right, day 2, second coat. First coat came out pretty good. I spent a good hour and a half this morning cleaning up, kind of scraping up any loose or high ridges so that today's would go on a lot smoother. Definitely want to have tip for today is to have lots of cleaning water ready to go, all your tools, your scrapers. I've got all the supplies over here ready to go, sponges. Make sure you got some long extensions for your roller, good stiff, strong handles for the squeegee and for the roller. Really makes a big difference. Another thing, tape up. Made a mess and got some of that on our flagstone, so that was a pain in the butt. So have a walkway to a cleaning station, and let's say have everything ready to go, because once you get going you can't stop. And here we go, we're gonna start again, and we'll start. Oh, also thing that I messed up yesterday is I started over here in the stairs and painted the stairs and did not have a way to walk out. I thought I could climb up the side here a lot easier, but it wasn't. Me and my wife, it was not easy. So I'm gonna leave the stairs for last, and so I can have a way to walk out and just finish them one at a time down there at the end. But I'm gonna start over here in this corner, work my way around the pool, and hopefully that's all shaded right now. And then by the time this side that's sunny, by the time I get over here to this wall that's got sun on it, we should be in the shade then. So it's gonna dry fast today. Cold front blew through last night. Luckily didn't get a bunch of rain that we were supposed to, didn't get any, so really fortunate for that. But the temperature dropped down to about 45 this morning. It's warmed up now to 60 or so. So it's good to go. We're gonna get it knocked out today. I got 2 buckets, A and a B, for the mixes. Yeah, you want to have, it's got a little ring around it. You really got to have a pair of side cutters to. Came off pretty good. Pull all these off. My wife had this little squeegee for, I don't know, showers, windows, or whatever. That really worked well, because the pool just is so round and curvy. The 18-inch magic trowel is just too big. And so that 12-inch that they sell, I think, would be really good. This is about a 9-inch one. I think a 9 or 12 is much better. And then I've got a little knockdown trowel. It's got a little foam one on it. That works really good around the corners. I've got a brush right here to keep this clean. I was using my hands yesterday, and my hands were so bad. You don't want to use your hands to keep the buckets clean. So That's going to build up on here, so use the brush. I use these big buckets to clean the magic trowels and stuff. It's too hard to clean them in a stand-up bucket. I've got clean water here. I just put tape on it, clean water. I'm going to add 1 cup of water to each of the mixes. That helped to keep from drying out. When I tried doing no added water, it dried really fast. Pour half of it in, mix it for 30 seconds, and then pour the rest of the bag in, mix it for 3 minutes. Stop, watch out here. You know what I was going to do? I was going to get a big stick because it does sit around the bottom. Kind of moisten everything down a little bit before you get started. So it's been since Saturday since I finished putting the second coat on the pool, and you can see how from kind of where it's a little bit damp there, sprinkled a little bit, you can see the blue spots there, but the rest of the pool is pretty white. And they told me this is it's called efflorescence. It's when the plaster dries out and it pulls all that moisture out of the plaster and brings a lot of that powder or whatever to the surface. So they say to clean it with about a 5% solution of muric acid. So I've mixed up. I'm gonna spray everything down, give it a light scrubbing, and then rinse it real good. I've got my sump pump down there so I can crank it up and so the water's not sitting down there in the bottom, and then I can install my covers and start filling the pool. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the bottom here, because like I say, it's going to just get runny if I don't, and then maybe I'm going to get streaks. from that. So go ahead and do this first. Alright, so we got the first coat on. Oh my god. So it took way longer than I thought. It took 5 hours to roll it on with my wife helping me. Thank God she was there to help. Definitely do not do this by yourself. Adding the extra cup of water to the mix thinned it out enough. When I tried doing just no water, just the bonding agent that comes with it, and it just dried up too fast for us to work on. You know, working time just was too fast. So that extra cup of water per batch is definitely helpful. It's definitely hard work. Tomorrow hopefully we'll be able to get last coat on it and be done. Okay, so it's been about 3 weeks now since I finished doing the Sider-Crete roll-on plaster, so I thought I'd give you a little update. I don't have my cleaning jets in yet, so I need to do some sweeping and manual vacuuming. But as you can see, it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. This is Caribbean Blue. You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It was definitely hard work, but it is a DIY project if you really want to try to save some money. I'm 59. I got a fairly bad back, and so if I can do it, I think you can do it. Just definitely recommend trying to get minimums one more person to help you, but if you can get 3 people to help you, it make it go a lot easier on you. I'll try to do some updates in the comments section later on to let you give you some updates on how this is holding up over time. I will say that the customer support with Sider-Crete was some of the best customer support I've ever had with any company. I must have emailed them and called them about 10 times, and they responded back to me within minutes, not hours or days. They're very, very helpful. They had really good instructions that they sent with the with all the plaster and stuff, but we were having some crazy weather, cold fronts coming in, rain. So I just had a lot of questions about some of that, and they were really, really helpful. And as far as costs, I ended up with using 15 bags of the cider-proof FFPR roll-on plaster. That's about 150 bucks a bag. 1 bag of the cider repair, that was like $44. 1 gallon of cider resin, it's that M50, that was like $58. The 18-inch magic trowel was $42. So the total price with them to do all this was $24.31, and so not too bad. Like I say, its pool is kind of dirty. I got to clean it, and there is a few lines in there from the trowel lines, but once the pool is swept and real clean, you can't even notice them. And the color turned out really well. Wife's real happy about that. So I would definitely recommend and give it a try.